Sorry about that, I got a pop-up notice from my taskbar. But he will be giving me a free MG gun, but I should have moved my bolts to capture that because I wasted a unit of pioneers. As you can see, I do have landmines down here, so anyone who tries to rush up the center will run into a very bad day. And yes, my bolts grenadiers are capping, and at this time, my opponent does have a unit of rangers. Riflemen, and he is going to get his supply yard, but I have my creep barracks down, and as you can see by the little guy on top of my base, I'm going defensive doctrine, which means that I will be able to build the heavy Pack 30, not Pack 33, Flak 33, and that will just outrange anything he can put on the field and outgun it too. He also chose, as you can see, he chose the airborne doctrine, and he's massing up his riflemen for an infantry attack. And I am setting up my MG over here, but I think I'll be moving it to a more forward location. Yes, I am going to move it into this house right here. And look at that, I never really knew that if you capture it with pioneers, it'll give you a 3-man pioneer squad.
Rifle squad, ready for action.
And as you can see, I'm just being very aggressive with these pioneers, just trying to deny as much resources as I possibly can. Because also in the early game, I don't know if you noticed that he went for this fuel straight to the victory point, which he really should have been capping as much resources as you can, because resources win the battle for you. It's not only the victory points, because, you know, the resources are how you capture them. And that's what you'll see in many higher levels of gameplay. I'm not calling myself a higher level player. I'm just saying that what I learned from watching higher levels of gameplay is that, you know, the victory points aren't important until the very late game. So he's going to use 3 riflemen to capture this one strategic point. And for some reason he's just telling me you got jeeps. I think he said he wanted, I can't remember what he said, but from what I remember, he was just regretting those 2 jeeps in the beginning of the game. That was really not cost effective for him. And I will upgrade these bulk grenadiers with MP40s. I'm just gonna run them straight into there, hoping to get them inside of this house. But you know, that was a really foolish move by me. I thought they could take him, but my MG does come in. I thought these bulk grenadiers could survive, and that's why I kept them in. But I did try and retreat them, and they just shot them right out of the door. And right here, after I got that bulks kill, I definitely would have retreated my troops right here, because running them into a that's a good move over there. So I'm really happy about this house. It really anchors down my left flank and keeps that fuel safe, because this is a really, really bad bottleneck for my opponent. And so is this. I wanted an MG over here, but I figured it would be too in range of mortars, or too isolated from the rest of my army. And I don't want to spread out my troops too far. And as you can see, he is going to be light vehicles, but he is buying 2 more jeeps for some odd reason. I don't know what jeeps can possibly do in this stage of the game, because most of my units, as he probably saw, were in houses. I have an MG in here, or had an MG in there. Let's see, where's my second MG?
MG here.
Yes, I have an MG in here, and my second MG in here, and I also have a pack gun, which will make quick work of those jeeps, along with grenadiers who are going double Shreks. I'm also building a bunker here to give me a bit more fire support, but I don't remember if I upgraded. And here you can see my opponent's main push. I'm going to switch to his perspective now. 3 riflemen who are very depleted on health, and units for that matter. He's going to run that jeep straight into a landmine, and that is going to take out the jeep instantly. But I don't know if that took out my second landmine. I think it did. yes, it did. That probably would have done horrendous damage to those, to that rifleman squad, considering that they were overlapping while moving out there. But look at this. This building is also in range of the victory point, so that's even more ridiculous. And he's asking me to for a restart. But, you know, at that point I was just like, you know, you just gotta roll with the punches, man. Just either GG or finish it up. So as you can see, there's really nothing he can do with vehicles right now. I mean, I have a unit of Grenadiers who I thought would be Vet 2, but apparently they're not.
We're down to 100 points.
But I do have the Vet 2. Hold on, let's switch to my perspective. Yes, these are Vet 1 infantry units. Because I thought that the pack gun would be a Vet 2, because I thought it would be a support unit. And here he just confirmed my suspicions about what's it called? The armored doctrine? Not doctrine, just armored style gameplay. So he does have his motor pool. He's saying that he needs fuel. I said, I'll just go out and tap it. And he goes, mowed down my infantry. And whose fault is that? I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. But he did use 3. He said he didn't know they were there, and that's, I don't know. It just seems, I don't know. But really, he's getting a bit desperate. He's running through the center of the map to go get this. It is late game and he's very low on resources, but in his defense, I'm not going to say I'm an excellent player. I'm just saying, oh, here I scouted out of space with a Schwirmwagen because I had so much extra munitions. He threw down his airborne, so that's also going to tell me that he's going airborne doctrine, which means that I will have to be able to respond to any point in my army, any point within my lines. And that's really what he probably should have done. He probably could have. I don't know if airborne works based on line of sight or if it just works on wherever you can click on the map. But if it does work on line of sight, I definitely would have kept 1 extra Jeep and tried running it as deep into my base as possible, decapping as many strategic points as he possibly could. That's a really difficult thing to do, though, and I will put my Grenadiers in that bunker with the double MGs, so that's going to be super deadly. As you can see, he is working on a AT gun for some odd reason, and he's also working on his Staghound. And yes, Americans do get Staghounds instead of Greyhounds. It's a rewards thing from Tales of Valor. You just need to unlock it. But as you can see, he's very lacking in the manpower and fuel department. It's because that he doesn't have many points that he can use for his disposal, and he is going to fire up these airborne troops to get into this house without getting pinned by this MG. However, I probably just would have fired them up and threw a satchel charge in this house, and that probably would have done devastating damage. Although, I probably would have tried to get my MG out of this house. I'm also going to set up my pack gun over here and start shooting at this house, hoping that I could just destroy the whole thing, so we could avoid any further, you know, house-to-house combat.
We're down to 50
and his AT
points.
gun is out. And here comes the Staghound. Let's go see what he does with this.
Ready to move.
I'm gonna lock my view on it, and here it goes. Looks like he's gonna go straight through the center again. Maybe not. Oh, yep, he's going through the center. And he's gonna be right in range of all of these horrible AT pack guns, the double Shrek. I mean, it's the suicide mission for this poor Staghound, and already it's dead before it can get 1 kill. Oh, maybe it did get 1 kill on these Grenadiers. This dude is having fun. It's like a little slip and slide over here. course, we also have my Grenadiers recapping this fuel point because I just need to keep it out of the hands of the enemy, and he's going to retreat this airborne unit. Meanwhile, he does have 300 resources for airborne, and he probably could have sent it behind my lines, but that probably would have forced me to peel troops back or something, or maybe result in the loss of a pack gun for me. But, you know, just being very, very aggressive, but kind of overly aggressive. I mean, running them into the field of fire of an MG gun and a Grenadier squad that has dual MGs. That was a very silly decision. He did make this into a forward barracks. I did decap it with these Grenadiers. We should be retreating these guys. Please retreat them. These guys do not need to die. Retreat them. But is this guy just like sliding around? He's weird. And also I have my flak 36, not a 33. Flak 33, flak 36. Right after I said I mess it up. And again, not bothering to reinforce these airborne troops, but again, it is 13 to 250. He really didn't have time to do that. And at this point, I just said, you know what, hell with this house. I'm just gonna blow it up. So I focused my fire from the flak gun on it, and it will do a lot of damage. This thing has a ton of range, and it's perfect for any anti-armor gameplay. And look at that, Bazooka Johan taking out one unit of airborne, not before they get suppressed and eventually just mowed down. This is also one of my favorite things in the game. It looks so cool, and it sounds so cool, and it is so cool. So, that is 2 points to 250 points. That will be the victory for me. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe if you liked, and I will see you next time.